a phenomenon shaping not only India, but also some of the world's most powerful economies. In this video, we'll uncover why countries like the United States, the UAE, Singapore, and Malaysia have become magnets for Indian talent. What drives this migration? And what's the cost to India? Stay with us as we dive deep into the lives of Indian expats, the opportunities they chase, and the secrets behind this global talent shift. What is brain drain? Brain drain. Two simple words, yet they carry a weight that could shift the trajectory of a nation. At its core, brain drain refers to the migration of highly skilled professionals, academics, and innovators from their home country to foreign lands in search of better opportunities. And for India, it's not just a loss of people, it's a loss of potential. Let's talk numbers. Every year, India loses tens of thousands of doctors, engineers, scientists, and IT specialists to countries like the US, UAE, Singapore, and Malaysia. These aren't just any professionals. They're the best and brightest, the minds that could shape India's future. Economic impact. Economically, the effects are staggering. India invests heavily in education, with world-class institutions like the IITs and AIIMs producing top-tier talent. But when this talent leaves, the return on that investment benefits other nations. For instance, Indian-origin workers contribute billions to the GDP of countries like the US, while India faces a talent gap in critical industries. Social impact. Socially, brain drain deepens inequalities. Rural and underserved areas struggle with a shortage of doctors and specialists. While urban India sees rapid progress, the hinterlands are left behind, unable to access the same level of care and innovation. Political impact. Politically, the migration of talent sparks debates about policies and reforms. Should India offer better incentives to retain its talent? Should there be stronger ties with the Indian diaspora to turn this brain drain into a brain gain? Key sectors affected. The impact is most visible in three major sectors: IT, healthcare, and engineering. The tech industry, once dominated by Indian giants, now sees many of its brightest minds working for Silicon Valley firms. The healthcare sector struggles with a doctor-to-patient ratio well below global standards, as thousands of doctors leave each year. And in engineering, innovative minds often find better funding and infrastructure abroad. In short, brain drain isn't just a migration trend. It's a complex web of economic gains for some and critical losses for others. But the question remains, why do these talented individuals leave? And why do countries like the US and Singapore attract them so easily? Let's find out. Countries with the highest number of Indian expats. India's diaspora isn't just widespread. It's a powerful force driving innovation and development across the globe. Let's zoom in on 4 countries that have become hotspots for Indian expats: the United States, the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, and Malaysia. Each of these countries tells a story of opportunity, ambition, and success. 1. United States. First up, the United States, the land of dreams for millions of Indians. Why do they go there? Because America's economy craves talent, especially in IT, healthcare, and academia. The U.S. offers high-paying jobs, cutting-edge research facilities, and access to top universities like Harvard and Stanford. Over 4.5 million Indians live in the U.S., forming one of the most educated and affluent immigrant communities. Did you know Indian Americans have the highest median household income among all ethnic groups in the U.S.? Indians make up roughly 1% of the U.S. population and hold key roles in tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Adobe. But the allure of the U.S. isn't just about money. It's about the promise of a better life, one filled with opportunities many feel they can't find back home. Part 2. United Arab Emirates. Next, let's head to the UAE, a land of luxury, opportunity, and proximity to India. It's no wonder it's become a second home to 3.5 million Indians. High-paying jobs in construction, retail, and IT attract Indians, alongside the promise of tax-free income. Indians in the UAE enjoy a vibrant community, cultural ties, and a lifestyle often considered more luxurious than in India. Indians make up 30 to 40% of the UAE's population, with Dubai hosting one of the largest Indian communities worldwide. But the UAE isn't just about work, it's about connection. The short flight back to India makes it an ideal choice for those who want the best of both worlds. Now, let's travel to Singapore modern metropolis, where Indian talent plays a critical role in building one of the world's most efficient economies, booming finance, logistics, and technology sectors, Singapore is a magnet for skilled professionals. Safe, clean, and family-friendly, it offers a high quality of life. Plus, English as a common language makes integration seamless. Nearly 650,000 Indians live in Singapore, forming the third largest ethnic group in the country. Little India in Singapore is a cultural treasure, bustling with festivals, temples, and authentic Indian cuisine. For Indian expats, Singapore isn't just a place to work, it's a place to thrive. 4. Malaysia. Finally, we have Malaysia, a country with deep historical ties to India. For many Indians, it's not just a new destination, it's a familiar story. With jobs in manufacturing, plantations, and IT, Malaysia is especially attractive to Tamil-speaking Indians. Compared to other Southeast Asian nations, Malaysia offers a lower cost of living, making it a practical choice for expats. Around 2 million Indians live in Malaysia, many of whom are descendants of workers brought over during the British colonial period. The Thaipusam Festival in Malaysia is one of the largest outside of India, showcasing the country's vibrant Indian community. For Indians in Malaysia, it's about blending heritage with opportunity, a balance many find irresistible. Why these countries attract Indian talent? So, why do these nations consistently attract Indian talent? The reasons are as diverse as the diaspora itself. Demand for skilled labor. From tech hubs in the US to financial districts in Singapore, these countries actively seek skilled professionals. Living standards, better infrastructure, safety, healthcare, and education systems make these destinations appealing. Immigration policies, work visas, like the H-1B in the US or employment pass in Singapore, create pathways for Indian professionals to build their futures abroad. Meanwhile, back home in India, challenges like limited job opportunities, bureaucratic hurdles, and infrastructural gaps make migration not just an option, but a necessity for many. But what does this mean for India's future? Let's explore the bigger picture. Impact of brain drain on India. For every Indian who leaves, there's a ripple effect felt back home. The phenomenon of brain drain is a double-edged sword. While it brings some benefits, its negative impacts can't be ignored. Let's break it down. Negative effects. Loss of skilled talent. When India's brightest minds, engineers, doctors, researchers, choose to build their futures abroad, the country loses more than just numbers. It loses innovation, creativity, and expertise. These are the very minds that could drive India's industries forward. Hindrance to innovation and economic growth. The tech startups that could have been launched in Bangalore, the groundbreaking medical research that could have come from AIIMS, many of these ideas instead flourish in Silicon Valley or Singapore. This drains India's potential to lead in global innovation. Dependency on foreign technologies and services. As Indian talent powers advancements in other nations, India remains dependent on imported technologies and services, further widening the gap between aspiration and reality. The result? A brain drain that slows India's journey to becoming a global powerhouse. Positive effects. Remittances. But there's another side to the story. In 2021 alone, Indian expats sent home a staggering $87 billion in remittances, the highest in the world. This money supports families, funds education, and fuels local economies. Better global connections and representation. Indian expats hold influential positions in global companies and governments, creating stronger ties between India and the world. From CEOs like Sundar Pichai at Google to Kamala Harris as U.S. Vice President, the Indian diaspora boosts India's global presence. And here's the twist. What leaves doesn't always stay gone. Many Indians return with global experience, innovative ideas, and a fresh perspective, contributing to India's development in powerful ways. So while brain drain poses significant challenges, it also offers unique opportunities. The question now is, how can India harness its diaspora's strength while addressing the reasons so many choose to leave? Let's explore some solutions. Efforts to stop brain drain. With millions of Indians chasing dreams abroad, the question arises, what is India doing to keep its talent at home? The answer lies in a combination of government initiatives, structural improvements, and creating an environment where opportunities match aspirations. Let's dive in. 1. Government initiatives. Skill development programs. Recognizing the need for a highly skilled workforce, India has launched programs like Skill India, aiming to train over 400 million people in various trades and professions by 2025. The goal? To empower Indians with the expertise needed to succeed globally, right from home. Investment in research and innovation. The government is increasing funding for research institutions and technology hubs, creating spaces for innovation. Initiatives like the Indian Institutes of Technology, IITs, and Indian Institutes of Science Education and Research, IISERs, are designed to nurture world-class talent. Startup India and Make in India campaigns. To encourage entrepreneurship and job creation, campaigns like Startup India and Make in India are paving the way. By simplifying regulations, offering tax incentives, and creating funding opportunities, the government is fostering a thriving startup ecosystem. These initiatives aim to show that the grass can be just as green on this side of the fence. 2. Structural improvements. Improving infrastructure. World-class opportunities require world-class facilities, investments in infrastructure. Better roads, hospitals, universities, and tech parks are slowly transforming India into a more attractive place to live and work. Reducing bureaucracy. Red tape has been a long-standing barrier to progress. Streamlining processes for businesses and professionals can create a smoother, more efficient system, ensuring that talent isn't stifled by endless paperwork. Offering competitive salaries. A key reason many Indians leave is the promise of better pay abroad. To retain talent, India must offer competitive salaries, particularly in high-demand fields like IT, healthcare, and engineering. By matching or even exceeding global standards, India can keep its best and brightest. While these efforts are promising, the journey is far from over. Stemming brain drain requires not just government action but a collective effort to make India a land of opportunity for all. But can these measures truly reverse the trend? Only time will tell. India's brain drain is more than just a migration of people. It's a migration of potential. While it poses undeniable challenges, like the loss of skilled talent and slowed innovation, it also offers opportunities, from remittances to global connections. The question is, how can India strike a balance between retaining its talent and leveraging its diaspora for growth? From government initiatives like Skill India and Make in India, to reducing bureaucracy and improving infrastructure, progress is being made. But the real solution lies in creating an India where dreams don't have to cross borders to come true. What do you think India can do to stop brain drain? Are we doing enough, or is there more that needs to change? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If this video gave you a fresh perspective on India's brain drain, don't forget to hit the like button, share this with someone who might find it insightful, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into global issues. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.